are back for another edition of Collector's Vault, this time bringing up all of our pickups off camera from June and July.
Those were 2 good months, 2 hot months, and garage sailing, at least for me a little bit, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't really strike gold in garage sales, but I do have some decent pickups to show. However, I'm going to let this guy lead off, per usual.
Alrighty. So, pretty much at the beginning of summer, this was my first 2 big hits. I got 2 Game Boy lots, and they were both Game Boy Pockets. So, I got a blue Game Boy Pocket and a silver Game Boy Pocket. And I was really mad about the blue one because I thought it didn't work, but because my first Game Boy was a Game Boy Color, so I didn't know how this really worked, but there is a little, it's like with the volume,
Brightness
kind
knob.
of, yeah, it's for brightness knob, there we go. Anyways, I was mad because I thought it was broken, but I just played with that and I was like, oh, it works, sweet.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
On to games, Super Mario Bros. Deluxe, Super Mario Land, Ninja Turtles Fall of the Foot Clan. That game's fun. I played that for a while. Donkey Kong Land. My cousin Wayne had this game. We played this a lot on his Game Boy.
Nice.
Castlevania Adventure. I did not like it very much. Straightforward. And Kirby's Dream Land 2. This game is really fun. All the Kirby games are really fun on handhelds for the most part.
I agree.
Then the biggest, Pokemon Crystal. I got a lot of Pokemon games, but most of them already went out to pay for the lot, so.
And I'm currently playing a Nuzlocke on Pokemon Crystal, so good stuff.
I got a lot of NES stuff, but I'm going to show pretty much what's going into my collection. So, this is from one of the lots. Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest. Haven't played it, but from what I hear, it's kind of similar to how Zelda 2 is like way different than Zelda 1.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know, maybe I'll like it. Blaster Master. I played this for a while. This is fun. You guys ever watch Retro Liberty? This is one of Aaron's favorite games, I think.
Mm-hmm. It's not that expensive.
No, it's pretty cheap. It's like $6 to $8. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out! Did not have this. Kind of in rough shape, but hey. Batman.
Great movie.
This is a very fun game, actually. Beat 'em up. I think it's classified as a beat 'em up. Anyways, Dragon Warrior. This is another RPG on the NES, and it's pretty interesting. I guess there's a lot more copies of the first one because Nintendo gave them out for free through Nintendo Power, but the second and third are hard to come by.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people love those games, so I'm going to give it a try once I knock some more games off my backlog. Alright, next up, I got this huge N64 lot off of Craigslist. Maybe it was offer up. Anyways, check out those sites. You can sometimes find good deals. So what I kept from that N64 lot was Mario Party 2. I love that game. That is my favorite Mario Party.
It's a really good one.
I think you're a Mario Party 1 guy, right?
For the 64, yeah. I like the original.
Mario Golf. Rough shape, but fortunately that's the only one that's in rough shape. Dr. Mario. Smash Bros. Did not have this game.
I don't know how you didn't.
My cousin had it growing up, so I guess I never felt a need to have it. Mario Party 3. This game, I think, was released in 2001, so it's
Late 64.
it's hard to come by. And Gold Kart Ocarina. I have the gray cart. It was my grandpa's. Love that game.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and to finish it off, me and Scott went to the toy box the other day, and I got this mint box for the original Game Boy. This thing literally has nothing wrong with it.
It's still shiny.
I just need to find a Game Boy to put in there now.
Mm-hmm. And the seller was really cool about parting ways with it.
Mm-hmm.
They just kind of worked out a price.
Yeah, just if you see anything in a store and you're not sure about it, and it looks like stock that hasn't been sorted out, just ask them.
Doesn't hurt to ask. So for me, I got a couple things as well. At the same trip from the toy box, I got this Game Boy Advance SP bag, another item that just wasn't priced. I noticed it from behind the counter and just said, hey, how much would you charge for that? It was only a couple bucks, so I was happy picking that up. And later on, we went to the flea market, and I picked up Kingdom Hearts for the GBA. It's Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. I've actually never played a Kingdom Hearts game because I don't have a PlayStation 2, but I've always been kind of intrigued by that kind of mashup between like Fantasy World and Disney, and I really love RPGs, so...
There's multiple games in the franchise. I've never played them myself, so if there's any good ones that you know of, give Scott a recommendation.
Definitely. Preferably non-PS2 since I don't have one. And also, I picked this up from Austin. I believe he got it in a lot somewhere. Donkey Kong 64 cart game manual. Cart and game are the same thing. Box game manual. And it's in really good shape, and it's a game I've wanted for quite some time. Shoutouts to my brother for finally getting us a 64 expansion pack so we can play some of the better games. And last but not least, these games, kind of funny why I have these. We've been hanging out a lot, me, Austin, the rest of our friend group, going on a lot of trips to different places within the state. And I've been driving for most of them, so rather than paying me back in gas money for one of our shorter trips, Austin gave me Tetris for the NES. And for one of our longer trips, I got F-Zero X for the N64. So,
that came out of the N64 lot I just showed.
Awesome. Both in great shape, and I'm obviously happier taking away a game than some money. So
you're the only one who drives a minivan. you can carry us all.
Love it. Love being the bus driver. So those are my recent pickups. I'm happy with them. Great deals. Pretty solid condition on them. And now for the grand finale.
All right. So one of our trips to the flea market, I got Super Ghouls and Ghosts in the box on a Super Nintendo. Thought I had the manual when I bought it, but it didn't. The guy didn't say anything, so I was a little ticked about that, but it shouldn't be too hard to pick one up eventually. This game is hard. This is so hard. I think the one on the NES is harder, but dang, this game is hard.
Some of these early Nintendo games, man.
I know you're going to do some kind of caption with me saying hard so many times. Okay, next up, Forsaken 64, complete in box. Box is a little rougher than I'd like, but it's alright. And the game, I never played this before, but I would go as far to call this as a hidden gem, at least based on my personal experience, because none of my friends had this growing up. It was really fun.
I wasn't allowed to play rated M games growing up, so
yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, Quest 64 complete box. I got this game when I was back in the N64 days. I got it used from a GameSLAM, and it was kind of nice for me to get the box and manual because I kind of have a nostalgic attachment to it, even though the game sucks. And I never had a memory card back in those days, so I could never save that game. Never got anywhere, so I just never played it.
I feel like the carded console's kind of a hassle to have a memory card.
Alright, the rest of this is relatively new stuff. So we'll start with a Wii lot I got. Two games I kept, Mario Party 9, and from my understanding this one's more uncommon towards the end of the life of the Wii compared to Mario Party 8. And we got Zelda Twilight Princess. I never really cared to put this on the top of my list because I have it on the GameCube and that's the way to play it, but it fell into my lap, so I took the opportunity to add it to the collection. Next up, some Wii U games. I got Mighty Number 9. This game, people hate it for reasons. Oh, wow. You can look into that on your own time. Anyways, tanks, with an exclamation point after each tank to let you know how exciting it is. It's kind of a fun couch game that you can play with your friends. Go around in a tank, fight monster bosses. And Bravely Second. Got this for my birthday from my sister. Thank you sister. I played the first Bravely, I guess I'll call it Bravely Default, the first game in the series. So it's really fun. I haven't finished it yet, and it's pretty much because like, you have to. I don't want to spoil it, but you keep doing the same thing over and over again. If you play this, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm kind of excited to finally beat that game and then move on to this. Right. Lastly, some original Xbox games. Panzer Dragoon Orta. Back in the day, my grandpa had an Xbox, and he had this demo disc, and there was a commercial for the game, I guess, on it. And I always wanted it, but never got it. So finally added it in. It's really fun. It's an on-rail shooter. Good times. Metal Slug 4 and 5. If you don't know what the Metal Slug games are, I'd suggest you look them up. And maybe even pick this one up in particular. Fun game. I think I played this with you. Maybe.
Nope.
It was probably Wayne then. Crimson Skies. I tried to get you to get this game because it was $1, but he wouldn't do it. Anyways, this is a really fun game. It's really cheap. Get it. Went thrifting a couple of times, and at one store I found Munch's Odyssey. It was like $2. I know it's not an expensive game, but to find a good game at a thrift store, it's pretty exciting.
Oh yeah.
Played a little bit of it, but I'd rather get through the PlayStation ones first, which I've yet to find, so we gotta find those. Lastly, Shadow of the Colossus. Went thrifting with my sister on my birthday, because that's what I wanted to do on my birthday.
21st birthday.
Yeah, that makes it even more sad. But anyways, I tried this game. This game is sick. I really want to get into it. I just gotta get to it. It's on my backlog.
It looks pretty dope just from the cover art. Do you have a PS2?
I do.
Oh, okay.
My girlfriend has a PS2 that she's lent me for the last couple of months.
Nice. Well, that sums up all of our pickups from June and July. Mostly garage sale season, I guess you could say. Happy to have them. Happy to add to the collection as always. And we will catch you guys later next time. GameSLAM signing off.